soon after that, a couple years after that, I went through the process of being with my grandfather as he died. And I went to go visit him one day, and he's a relentlessly optimistic guy. And I went to go see him in the hospital, and he had these things stuck in his arm, and he was really pale and weak. And I went to go see him. I said, "Hey, Grandpa, how you doing?" And he said, "Did you know how good these doctors treat me? It's amazing. They take such good care of me. Modern science, it's a miracle." I was like, that's what you were paying attention to? That's your story as your body is falling apart, as you are struggling to stay awake, to struggling to speak? Your story about what's going on is that modern science is miraculous and the doctors treat you amazing? I have this theory that at every moment in your life, you have an ice cream cone in one hand and 1 foot in dog shit. At every moment in your life, you have amazing friends, you've got ideas in your head, you've got sunsets, you've also got injuries, obstacles, piles of work to do, financial troubles. Every moment in your life is filled with amazing opportunities and frustrations. There is an infinite number of things to pay attention to in this world, and there's a finite number of moments that you are conscious. The degree in which you focus your time on your cone or your crap influences whether you live in heaven or hell. Now, I'm not saying that you ignore the fact that you've got crap on your shoe. If you can find a way to clean that off, give that attention, do so, and do so from a place of progress, not anger. But do not put down your ice cream cone, as many people do, and go, "Oh my God, my shit is horrific! Come here, you have got to smell this. Oh no, this is bad. It's really bad. You should come smell this." We are often encouraged to bond, to focus on the shit in our lives. Try to avoid doing so unless you're in the process of cleaning that shit. If it's just there and you're just venting, ask yourself what the Course in Miracles says. Was I rather be right or would I rather be happy? Let that go for now and get back to the focus of the gift of this lifetime, the gift of this moment. Let go of your expectations. Let go of your attachment and surrender to what is. What joy and magic is in this dust storm. What you eventually find, I believe, is that when you spend enough time focusing on your cone, you start to realize that there actually is no shit on your shoe. Well, you might have something on your shoe that came from an animal, but it's actually fertilizer. And it is something that we need in our lives to get to where we need to go. There was an experiment years ago in the Biodome where they had a self-contained environment. And at some point, the trees started falling down. It was an experiment to see if they could colonize other planets, so a self-sustained biosphere. And these trees started falling. And they brought in arborists and scientists, and they tried to figure out what disease might be doing this, and they couldn't find anything. And they finally realized what afflicted the trees was that they had never been exposed to storms. They had never been knocked around, and in doing so, been forced to develop a root structure that could sustain that kind of trauma and blows. Trees need storms to build the root structures to grow into what they are supposed to be. So do we. I understand that may not be an easy thing to grasp when you are also frustrated with things, but this is the fluctuations of life.